tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Bisons of Houston. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
With the lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. Back deep, Alontae Taylor. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll begin by running the option. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Warriors, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Here we go, start. 70 Lions. Ready,
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to give that big advantage early.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Get it. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Green. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
70 Lions. Ready. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Ready. Ready. Clock 40. Cut.
Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Black open. Strike 2.
Now Love. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Diaz. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Love. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Will try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Up the middle they go. Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Back to throw now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Come on.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to swing this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop the throw. And caught, right side, Green. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bisons have taken the lead here in this third quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
It's the score, Tyson 7, Ravens 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Townsend. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, Sampson. And picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Watch out now.
Throwing. Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
Love now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bisons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even up at 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Black, 95, ready.
Love looking to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27th.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working, because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
On the set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Ready.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here we go. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That'll be complete to Sampson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To the air again, Love. He's going to air one out. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. How about that? Their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bisons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Bisons 21, Ravens 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. That one a first down pickup of 8.
If he's the best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
60 red. 60 red.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Ready?
Love. He's got a man. Complete.
A gain of 36 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Here we go. First and goal.
Let's go. Cut.
Love will sneak it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now second down and a few inches. Love will sneak it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Ready.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Next to score, Parsons 28. Ravens 13.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's first and 10.
Black open.
Now Love. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Ready. 45. 1. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles.